Hey ladies, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel while we're talking about shiny object syndrome. A couple of weeks ago, I was interviewing Legacy, and we were talking about being a trust officer, and somebody in the chat said, "Oh, I should maybe consider doing that." And I knew this person was already on the path getting her certifications for tech, but she was like, "Oh, maybe I should consider that as well." And I'm like, no, continue on down your tech path, right? And so many of us, myself included, have shiny object syndrome. And it is because we see so much for ourselves. And for whatever reason, we're just not hitting on all cylinders yet. There are two short videos that I want to show you with regards to this, and I'd love your comments in the comment section with regards to shiny object syndrome and sticking it out when things get hard. So the first video I'm going to show you is Layla Hormozi, and she is talking about shiny object syndrome, why we have it, and yeah, let's watch this video.
Here's why people have shiny object syndrome. In the book, The Laws of Human Nature, Robert Greene talks about grass is always greener fallacy. When we're in one vehicle or we're in one situation, the other one always looks more appealing. What this actually is it's informed pessimism. What most people have is that they get into a new opportunity vehicle. They're first in uninformed optimism. Everything's amazing. They love it. It's so great. And as soon as they get into informed pessimism, where they start to realize the downside of that opportunity and the shit that comes with it, and they hop to another opportunity vehicle thinking, oh, that one looks amazing, only to then run into, again, informed pessimism at that time as well. But if you can understand that this is just how your brain works and that every opportunity has both 50% good and 50% bad, then you can pick the right opportunity for you. Here's why people have...
Okay, so there's one thing she said in here that I am going to disagree with. Not every opportunity is 50% good and 50% bad. Some opportunities are 90% bad. Some opportunities are 70% good or 60% good. But all opportunities do have some good in them and some bad in them. So for example, right now I am a loan officer. And there are loan officers out there. The good ones are making $200,000 to $1 million a year. And there are certain things that you have to do in order to get there. But in order to get there, it does take a grind. It does take doing certain things and learning certain things and getting over certain humps in order to get to the top 20% of the industry. In any industry that we're in, this happens. So now I have been for the past year or so. Take it back. I joined a company, had gotten past all of the first bumps and bruises. And then we decided to join another company, my boss and I, and now I'm in the bumps and bruises again. I had shiny object syndrome before we joined this new company. And now it's like, oh, but these are all the downsides. And look, the company I work for is a good company. It's just, there are some bumps and bruises that I'm going through right now. And another company came to us and said, no, you should come and join our company. True story. You should come and join our company. And I was like, the thought of switching companies again is like, no way, right? But people will sell you the shiny object, or you'll be studying one thing, right? Let's say you decide to study cybersecurity, and you're studying cybersecurity, and at first it was exciting, but now it's boring. It's like the boring part of your 6-month program that you're going through. But understanding that if we stick with it, if we understand that we just stick through the grind, we will come out on the other side even better, even more successful, et cetera, et cetera. So that is part one of what I wanted to share with you today, is kind of dealing with the grind. And then part two is, remember Layla said, like, hey, it's 50% good and 50% bad. And I said, not necessarily the case. I want to show you this video as well. So that way you can kind of know, as you are looking to transition to something else, what kind of opportunities you're looking for. Let's listen to one of my favorite podcasts, My First Million, and the short that they have here.
when Alex Hormozi came on the podcast. There's one thing he said to me 3 years ago on our podcast has stuck with me, and I've repeated it to myself and many others. You are doing 10 out of 10 execution on a 2 out of 10 opportunity. This is the advice I needed to hear early in my career because I started a restaurant and I tried to do all the coolest shit in the world and I tried my hardest and I was trying to bring 10 out of 10 effort and I thought I was a 10 out of 10 talent, but I was going after a 2 out of 10 opportunity. And that's what Hormozi said. That's the advice he got from Russell Brunson about his gym launch thing. They were like, you're an amazing marketer, but you're just using your marketing to launch brick and mortar gym chains one at a time, a couple in a year maybe. Instead, what you should do is take your marketing playbook and go sell it to every gym across the country.
I love this conversation because as Black women especially, we as women especially, we're often sold on the 2 out of 10 opportunity, or we're often pushed into the 2 out of 10 opportunity instead of the 10 out of 10 opportunity. So whether that is, unfortunately for some of our educators out there, you're not necessarily paid very well, or some of the other like food services and some of the other careers or jobs that we have, those are 2 out of 10 opportunities. And I will also say this as well. Money is not the only thing that determines if something is a 2 out of 10 opportunity or a 10 out of 10 opportunity. Our freedom, our ability to work from home, our ability to grow, our ability for career advancement, our ability to maybe get married and have a child and get 12 weeks of maternity leave. Those are all things, especially for us as UMBWs, that makes an opportunity a 10 out of 10. And not being in a work environment with microaggressions, for example, makes a career opportunity, or at least a job opportunity, a 10 out of 10. And then there are some careers out there where it's unlikely for you to have microaggressions and, toxic people in the workplace, et cetera. So, I want you to really kind of think about shiny object syndrome, how we can overcome, shiny object syndrome, all of that good stuff. All right, ladies, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel.